So as you know, first of all, we have built our security portfolio around the zero trust, okay? Part of the zero trust stack, it has seven pillars or seven tenants, varying from endpoint security, network security, identity security, automation, orchestration, along with the visibility and analytics. Across the board, you definitely have some technologies who are offering the run rate business, especially when it comes to the more mature segments such as endpoint security, data security in general. Those are like the offering the run rate because the demand is being enforced by compliance and regulations. Some of the other technology stack which are more into orchestration, threat intelligence, capabilities to enhance somehow the security operations, the human factor of security in general, might require some sort of evangelizing and sort of value add to really make people aware of their value proposition, and it might require some hand-holding when it comes to channel and customer as well. So now, if you look into it, to be honest, if you want to sum up the whole security challenges, it's all about being able to detect the threats at early stages and be able to respond effectively to it. So leveraging on the AI and machine learning in helping you detect the threats at early stages is a key factor now, because many customers at the moment are suffering from what we call the alert fatigue. There are too much false positives, noisy. There's not much high fidelity incident that they can action. So there are certain technologies that can really fuse the world of having visibility on the incidents within your environment and fusing it with the current threat intelligence landscape to pinpoint any potential threats that might be existing within your environment. Leveraging on the AI and the machine learning can really help you alleviate the detection rate. And on the other side, when you want to go and take action into this intelligence, you want to action it, there are also certain pieces where we can orchestrate and automate such a threat intelligence by integrating with your security controls. Let's take it on the implementation services of our security stack. There are certain channel partners across the region who are focusing primarily on the commodity-based solutions such as NG firewalls, data protection, endpoint protection. There are many who are capable of implementing it. But I think when it comes to the more advanced type of technology, such as implementing a tip solution or a SOAR, implementing, especially for example, identity access management, those are the complex kind of solutions which might require, as a precursor to the implementation service, some sort of a consulting service to guide, to scope, to make sure that we are implementing the solution as per the corporate policy based on the workshops that has been done. So not many partners at the moment are capable of doing it. That's why we can step in here as CyberKnight through our alliances that we have on the consulting and advisory services part, where we can also help in building programs such as threat intelligence program, information protection program, security awareness program, and so forth. Because those are more into the consulting side of things, we can really help in filling the gaps that many of the channel partners at the moment are not able to fill it. So actually, we are trying to evangelize on many of those technologies who are like, let's say, best of breed or cutting edge. We do have expertise when it comes to security analytics in general, being able to analyze threats. And on top of it also, as I said, we are trying also to bring in our partners, the consulting services partners, to help, for example, in building the capabilities in generating or building a threat intelligence program effectively. For example, what type of threat intelligence data I need to take into my back-end security analytics? Is it the threat intelligence that fits my threat profile based on the threat dynamics? All of those are actually requires some initial understanding of customers' objectives and strategy, which cannot be done actually unless you have the right skill set from a consulting and advisory perspective. I do agree that the managed detection and response requirements or demand in the market is becoming higher and higher. And this is various to many factors, to be honest. As we've said, the alert fatigue, the technology set that you need to have to build upfront in order to be able to detect such high fidelity incident. And Also, on the human side of it, there is a lack of skill set, lack of capability, SOC analysts or threat analysts that are not existing in many of the customers. So that's why some partners are, many of the partners are trying to build regional SOCs, regional managed detection and response services, but they still also suffering from the same issue. They are not able to get and maintain the high quality, resources to be able to offer high quality managed detection and response. So in our case, we recognize this gap, to be honest, and we are also looking into a couple of partnerships to be built where we can bring in best of breed global MDR plays into the mix here. And this will come in due course, because I do think that some of the customers would require, especially the SMB, they might not need the level of MDR capability for the enterprises. So we are trying to build certain MDR capabilities for the SMB market and as well for the enterprise and big enterprises. Again, it goes back to the earlier points that I've highlighted. For you to be able to offer high quality, let's say, services, you need to have the caliber. And we all do agree that this caliber, it requires some upskilling capability. Not every partner has the financial capability also to get the best resources. Some of them are trying to get, like, let's say, medium level resources, and they scale them up. On that note, for example, that's why we have, for example, partnered with technology vendors in our portfolio who can help you upskill your resources as well, to bring them to a level to be a very verified, let's say, SOC analyst or threat analyst. Again, technology, making sure that you have the right technology stack requires expertise. You need to know which analytics engines you have to bring into the table and how they can integrate, what type of threat intelligence pieces you need to action and push down to the security controls. Having the right stack of technology is also not an easy endeavor. It requires really hard work to select the right components for you to be able to deliver high fidelity incident and also be able to respond quickly and efficiently using automation and orchestration.